Hi YouTube, I'm Krishna at Inspire. How to make your videos professional by putting a sunglass in front of your lens. Literally a sunglass. In fact, it makes your videos and photos look so different, it's quite noticeable. Yes, we are talking about ND filters. ND filters or neutral density filters makes your videos and photos creamy and bokeh-licious. It helps in making subjects stand out without motion blur. In the cinema world, many consider shallow depth of field as cinematic. To achieve this, we have to open up the aperture to smaller numbers like f1.4 or 2 to get good separation from the background. Using a small aperture number means you're letting a lot of light to hit the sensor. The lower the aperture number, the wider the blades are. This results in overexposed captures, or in other words, highlight clipping happens. It really affects the quality of the image. No software in the world can recover a clipped highlights. Once the image is overexposed, the details are gone forever. So it's always better to capture the best in camera than to correct the images in the post. So this is where the magic of ND filters comes in. There are many different types of ND filters varying in size, shape and quality. If you're looking for professional grade videos and photos, ND filter is a must to control the light hitting your sensor. Well-exposed highlights and shadows with detail separates an amateur-looking image from a professional one. Cinematography is all about exposing images as desired. So any tool which helps is crucial in getting good quality images. Here is an example of an overexposed image. And I'm going to slide in an ND in front of the lens, same way we wear a sunglass to control the light hitting our eyes. We use an ND filter to reduce the light entering the camera. If the ambient light is more, we use a darker ND filter. You can see the drastic difference it makes to the images. Just by putting a dark glass in front of your lens, you're able to expose properly without clipping. As an added benefit, it helps to create beautiful bokeh when you open up the lens also. On a separate note, the shape of bokeh depends on the construction quality of a lens and on the number of aperture blades in your lens. The more the number of blades, more creamy bokeh you get. In theory, that is. Again, the quality of bokeh is subjective. Coming back to the ND filters helps to separate the subject from the background by opening the aperture and also helps to maintain shutter angle while shooting videos. For those who are not familiar with shutter angle rule, I'll be doing an in-depth video on the same. Please consider subscribing and click the bell icon to get notifications. In simpler terms, while shooting video, your shutter number should be double the frame rate. Following this rule is crucial in capturing cinematic images without motion blur. Now on the professional side of things, cinema cameras are built-in ND filters. That's why they are so expensive. Not the only reason, but one of the reasons. I'm actually using a cinema camera with built-in ND filter and it's a game changer, especially in run-and-gun situations. So to conclude, videos are going to look much more professional if you're able to expose your videos properly with an ND filter. The different numbers mentioned in the ND filter ring on a circular ND filter denotes different levels of opacity. 1 stop, 2 stop, 3 stop, etc. are the most common ones which you see on the ND filter ring. 1 stop setting lets in more light than 2 stop setting. It's as simple as that. So when it's really sunny and you're using lower aperture number, the highest ND filter setting should be used. Rotating the ND filter and keeping at 1 reduces 1 stop of light hitting the sensor. The number in the filter ring indicates a reduction in light hitting the sensor by stops. If your lens is set at f1.4, by adding an ND filter with 1 stop, the amount of light entering the sensor is equivalent to f2. Now to the downside of using an ND filter. It's not all good while using an ND filter. Cheap ND filters cast a nasty tint on the captured images like magenta, green, pink, etc. Some filters also affect the image quality drastically. It makes the images low in contrast, reduces sharpness, saturation and makes the images foggy. You don't want to sacrifice the image quality of a fantastic lens and camera setup with a cheap knockoff ND filter in front of your lens. I've been using Nissi ND filters for the last many years and they are fantastic, very minimal color cast and the build quality is superb. Highly recommended for good quality images with minimal color cast. Disclaimer, I bought this filter with my own money and Nissi has not sponsored this video in any way. So go out and capture high quality images with this simple sunglass in front of your lens. Trust me, ND filters are a game changer. Please consider subscribing if this video was of any value for you and press the like and bell button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Peace.